6 people here from the city. Fascinating. We were granted half an hour.
Brad, you asked the same question already.
Did you know how many people you're doing that to?
It's been 20 minutes now.
Then the room cleared. I thought that went well. Our continuing expose into the city's water billing system.
Yeah, I saw your story. A story on CBS. In the next room we come. I owe $6,000. Almost $8,000. $45,000.
When I saw your story, that's when I realized it's happening to a lot of people.
Larry Richardson owes nearly 18 large for water no one's ever used at his boarded up, disconnected, family entrusted home.
There's no fixtures inside. The pipes are not even connected.
What's that seem like to you?
Scam.
He has a non-metered account. What does that mean?
He represents the Department of Finance. She, the Department of Water. Speaking generally, non-metered accounts like Larry's are charged off an assessed value, whether water is used or not. Whereas,
Meter, water goes in, registers, we have to bill it. This is a non-metered account.
so you just bill no matter what.
It's based off of the assessed value, yes.
Over the past decade, Chicago water rates have tripled for new water lines to bolster pensions and on. Right now, the city's owed $450 million in outstanding bills. 27,000 accounts are eligible for collection. These firms collect for the city. $220 million worth of unpaid bills since 2010, and those lawyers get a 25% cut of the action. That's $55 million to collections lawyers in that time.
More cleaning up.
Kerry Cohn, the little guy in our allegory, is in collection for water he never used.
It breaks my heart to come here.
The Cohns thought they found a buyer, filed this paper in 2013. The guy didn't buy, but rented. Did well, but unbeknownst to the Cohns, never paid his water bill. Early on in 2014, when the guy fell $6,200 behind on his water, the city marked it for shutoff. So a water department worker came out, inexplicably declared the property vacant, then couldn't find the buffalo box, the shutoff mechanism. Why wasn't it shut off?
Because the buffalo box could not be located.
It was located 4 years later with no problem.
Right. I can't speculate why it was not found
But
4
you
years
can't
ago.
answer.
It was the winter. There may have been snow on the ground. I don't know.
So snow on the ground. So $52,000 later. Now the Cohns are on the hook for that, despite an admitted error by the Department of Water.
It's not an error on Department of Waters.
You sent a guy out there to shut off the water.
Mhm.
He didn't shut it off. That's not an error?
No, it's not an error. It had nothing to do with the billing.
Does the city bear some of the blame here?
Absolutely.
Anthony Beal is the Cohns' alderman. You can't even give it away.
No, we're trying to give it away.
I have been praying the city wipe this bill clean.
Tasha Weathersby runs a nonprofit. The Cohns building would be ideal.
I'm working with them to get some relief from the city, but at the same time, the person that they rented the property to that shafted them.
Alderman Beal believes the city should go after the person who used the water, the bad tenant.
Absolutely.
A lot of these tenants, they know that the water bill is attached to the landlord. So, they don't pay it. There's no action being initiated against them.
Direct Cons had multiple fall behind tenants. But the city doesn't care. The water bill's on the landlord.
I mean, it's completely gone.
Should they be stuck with a $58,000 water bill?
No, that's extremely excessive.
And get this, while the Cohns renter was not paying the city for water, the city paid the guy more than $500,000 in city contracts. City contracts for cleaning services and whatnot, even though he wasn't paying for his water and even though his business license had expired. How does the city pay someone $500,000 who's not paying their water bill?
When we enter into a contract with one of our contractors, we are going to pay our bills.
Doesn't matter that they're not paying theirs.
We issue over 100,000 checks a year.
And you also kept cutting checks, despite the fact he didn't even have a license. Is that a problem?
It is impossible for us to review each and every single check that is cut to determine if someone has an active license or to determine if someone has outstanding debt.
That's really interesting. That is, I would say, an issue. Maybe not to you.
The issues here are with the landlord and the tenant.
What about when it's between the city and citizen? The city said Larry, behind 18 Marge, should have declared the home vacant at costs up to $600 and more every 6 months. But the Department of Finance found a documented water service disconnection in 2012. So it's not 18. It's $500 now.
Oh, wow. Thank you. It takes like calling Channel 2 in order for something to happen.